Welcome to another Team Absolution video today. Today we're talking Thing Saver and my build for it. Let's start off with the basics. Starter. File. If you need to ask why, go back to Vanguard school. He goes into the soul. Thing Saver needs soul. This is why we use file. Grade 1s. 4 PGs. I use the Seeker PG because I also use Alfred and he's a special. If that's not an issue, then you can use any PG you want, really. Leanne, because drop and draws are literally the engine of Legion. 10k attacker to add a little bit of rush in your early game, in case you're playing decks like Deep Police, who if you just hit smack with your Vanguard, they're going to smack harder when they get to their Vanguard. So, I rather take attackers for that reason. I run 2 Glingle Seeker, the dog. He boosts Blast Blade Seeker, you get a card, you put 1 at the bottom, and you unflip a damage. This is good for, it's your only unflipper you have right now. We don't have the Seeker unflipper. So this is our closest thing to an unflipper. And if you have an extra Thing Saver in your hand that you need to drop into the, back into the deck, this kid does that for you. Dog. Next, to our grade 2, we run 4 Gildas. Also, the link to the build will be in the description. But I run 4 Gildas on Legion, kind of +1, Search a Seeker. It's dirty, it's good, the pluses are real. Just make sure you're careful on your CB management when you play the deck. Since we're doing clan fight right now, we'll talk about our ARG builds another time. But this is my build for pure decks. I run the 12k attacker. This is mostly because we don't have anything else to run at the time. If we had the unflipper, I'd run him, but we don't. If we had Sword Me, I'd play Sword Me, but we don't. So all I'm left with is poopy 12k attacker. Next, our king. Not really the king, but he's more like a prince. Blaster Blade Seeker. Yeah, them Legion rares though. Oh, so nice. We run him because he's good and he's the mate for everything in Seekers. Now we're here to our trigger lineup. Pretty basic. 4 heal, obviously. 4 draw, and if you're not playing Margle, once again, you need to go back to Vanguard school. Margle goes into the soul. Thing Saver needs soul. Hence, we run Margles. Also, you get them in the next trial deck, so there's no excuse to not have Margles now. You get them in the trial deck. And I run good old 8 crit Seeker crits. That's really my build, guys, except for the most important part, the grade 3s. So, we run 4 Alfred. Now, there's a lot of talk between Alfred and Wingle, and I think there are valid arguments on both sides. Wingle, I know what you're thinking when you play Wingle. It's free, but it's free and then it's done. It does nothing. I've had games in the past where I've been stuck on Wingle, and once you're stuck on Wingle, it's over. If they have a better deck, if they're playing Deep Police, if they're playing Overlord, if they're playing anything that their Vanguard does something and you're stuck on Wingle that does nothing after you get that free plus, it's pretty bad. So that's why I pick Alfred, because even if, one, he's still Legion, so you're still going to get that. It's going to help you get to the 5 soul you need for Thing Saver. And he has a passive crit if you have 5 dudes. And he can search dudes anytime you need them. So if you're stuck on him, he makes a good secondary boss. That's why I run Alfred. Also, 2 Legion rares. And then, of course, the main purpose of the whole deck, 4 Thing Saver. If you're running less than 4, you're dead to me. Thing Saver's great. Thing Saver's devastating. The triple VG swing is probably the most devastating thing in the game for a long time. That's my deck, guys. If you guys have any comments, like, share, subscribe. Check us out on the next Team Absolution video.